An ocean breeze sailed through my hair. The tide swabbed my bare feet, deep blue water foaming across the wet sand. Kneeling beside the peninsula's shoreline, I daydreamed while looking toward the horizon. Kingdom of summer. In this land of sandstorms and tidal waves, humidity drenched people's flesh in sweat, and the briny air salted their mouths. Despite everything it had taken from me, I could think of no better place in the world. Turning from the view, I glided a finger across the sand, my mouth lifting into a fond smile. A messenger hawk had arrived this morning with a scroll fixed in its mouth, which had contained a note from Poet and Briar inquiring about my safety, and then finishing with a magical announcement. Now that autumn had been restored, they had pledged themselves to each other, marrying on the same night they'd renewed Reaper's Fest. A year after the riot, the jester and princess had resurrected the revels, then bonded as husband and wife. My spirits took flight. They had found lasting happiness. And someday, I would find mine. After months of questing on foot, squatting in abandoned mills, and avoiding predators and passers-by on the roads, I had crossed into summer. Then I collapsed. More months of seafaring had followed, once I successfully abducted a boat. From there, it had been easier to hide, and finally send word to Poet and Briar. Since then, we'd been reaching out through confidential fauna messengers. Certain types of winged creatures could fly long distances between seasons. Autumn, raptors. Summer, butterflies. Though constant wandering meant communication with my friends was scarce. The breeze rustled my pants and camisole. Compared to the rough spun I had spent years wearing, this material felt as soft as a cloud. Fishing for supper was effortless, but I'd swiped the garments from a market stall, as I had stolen many other things necessary for survival. I tucked a scarf closer around my neck. Making sure the fabric concealed my collar tattoo, I glanced over my shoulder at the neighboring encampments. Moored on the beach, a cluster of boats like mine bobbed near a rocky outcropping. Sunset splashed the heavens in pink and yellow. Figures wearing caftans and jingling anklets moved across the decks, built fires in their own corners, and prepared to narrate stories. Sand drifters, like me,